Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I am still playing around with some Arma 3, and I wanted to show you what I ended up getting in terms of my video options. So, under General, I had all this stuff turned down to make my frames better, and it must have screwed it all up, which is really weird. And I couldn't figure out for the life of me what the hell was going on last week, and I was getting like 25 to 35 frames per second max, maybe 50 once in a while, but it was really fucking annoying and driving me crazy. And for the hell of it, I went in and just hit this auto detect button down here, and these are the settings that it gave me, which is much higher than all the settings I had chosen. So I'm not quite sure why it did that. I would think going down on, you know, bloom and radial blur, depth of field, you know, turning off the FSAA, you know, going for high instead of ultra would really make a noticeable difference. And really didn't. It made it worse, which is kind of weird. But these are the settings I'm using just to show you guys, and I have an i5 9600K running at stock 4.3, I think it is. Yeah, 4.4295 megahertz, which is like 4.3. And 32 gigabytes of memory, PC 3000, and my Nvidia or EVGA Gaming Black Edition 2080 Super video card on my 3840 by 1080 144 Hz monitor. So, let's go back into these showcases, which are pretty cool, that allow you to go in here and just fool around with things. Although some of these will tell you you don't have them. Like fighter jets, purchase, you know. I had this DLC before and I really wasn't that impressed with it. But as I'm getting better frame rates now and kind of learning how to play this game, I may actually give it a shot again. So let's try the Gunships mission. Now that I have a little bit better understanding of the basic flight model here. So the other one was like their version of a Black Hawk. This one is more like a Russian Mi-28 or something like that, you know? It's kind of what it looks like, at least. They always make their stuff familiar, which is kind of cool. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, I saved the mission after I got all kinds of fucked up. Yeah, I've taken some hits, which is bad. Yeah, this is probably not the load restart mission. Actually, what's this autosave? Sure. Thought there was one where I wasn't all kinds of fucked up. So overall, this is supposed to be a light fare mission, or a light fare simulation. You know, it's lighter than DCS. It's not as high fidelity. Uh-oh. There we go. Alright, this is me pre-fucked up. And the nice thing is it works with track IR rather well. Watch out for them power lines. Definitely look around real well. And it doesn't look terrible by any means. I'm a little spoiled by DCS though, because DCS looks pretty grand. But it's different, I guess, is what it comes down to. I'm yet to complete this one. There's so many different targets, and something eventually chucks a missile at me out of somewhere, and I can't really figure out which guy has the missiles. I do like, if you notice off to the side here, how there's that little green halo around our troops, and then you get like a red halo or whatever around enemies, which is rather cool. So you have a nice but not in-your-face way to designate what is what on the battlefield, which is pretty cool. And this is a first-person shooter too, so I can get out of this helicopter, land it, and walk around and shoot people in the face if I want, which is kind of cool. See, I come out here every time and end up getting a missile to the face. And then what's kind of neat is, as I'm flying out here, you'll notice the little green halos end up having a little red underneath of them at some point. Now the only thing I can control on this is, come on, how do I get this guy to target this? The only thing I get to fire, oh shit, incoming missile, god damn it. Every time. I probably have some kind of chaff and flare, and I haven't figured that out yet. Well, I'm still in the air at least. The only thing I can shoot is I can go to this air-to-ground missile and shoot that, and the Skyfire, and the laser marker. But it seems like the guns are controlled by your onboard guy, or the computer, I don't know. I would imagine there's a second guy in this helicopter behind me. Yeah, shoot that fucking helicopter. There we go. There's something going on over here. Nice. Now I gotta go to this island all fucked up and try to take out everything on the island. And I'm going to get another missile up my ass, I guarantee it. Wow. I thought it was going to crash, because this game crashes a lot on me too, and I don't understand why it does that either. I'm just praying my microphone is still stable, because that is the constant, is getting OBS to properly use my microphone. I turned down like echo canceling and all the weird things, because I'll be playing and all of a sudden my voice will be super loud. Oh, that was me firing rockets. Didn't do quite as well. But I was all screwed up, man. Give me a break, right? So anyway, that's one of the other helicopter missions that are kind of standard with the game. And Arma 3 I think I only picked up for like 20 bucks in a Humble Bundle, which was really cool. It's like $30–40 I think on Steam right now, but you can get this on sale all the time. And I'm going to recommend it at this point. The engine is antiquated. It's probably a 7-year-old game, but it still looks pretty good and plays okay on modern hardware with some tweaking. But it's definitely hard to optimize and get right where you want it, you know? And this mission. But they do have the Helicopters DLC and the Jets DLC, which, like I said, I owned before. They were only $10. I'm probably going to buy them again. Let's see. Zeus I own too. I haven't played with this much yet. But you'll see it'll say play if you have it. Sling loading is also included in this, which... Or wait a minute. No, it's not. It should say I have to buy it. Because see the little icon for the helicopter? You see if it'll load. It'll probably just fucking crash. Because I don't own the helicopters one anymore. But since I had it installed on here from my son's account, I have a feeling it's going to crash. Really? Okay. Interesting. All right. I swear that's part of the helicopters one.
Give us a minute.
Copy. So the cool thing is it's like a military simulation on the ground with everything else, and it looks really good. Like, to play the game on the ground, man, it's really cool. But kind of frustrating because it's not as much like a Call of Duty. Everything seems to be more realistic in terms of like shooting things and, you know, things taking enough shots to kill them. It's not a one-shot, one-kill kind of thing. So, what do we do in this guy? Oh, see what's going on? It let me jump into the mission. It said this content is part of the DLC. Purchase it to enter the vehicle. Haha. I thought I was getting away with something. But anyhow, gives you an idea of what you get with the DLC. Kind of neat. Looks like a Chinook or something, right? What did they used to call it? Real helicopter pilots called this two palm trees humping a dumpster, as I recall. I've known some real Apache pilots over the years, and I recall them saying that about this, or about the Chinook. So anyway, I will jump out of that. I guess save and exit, but it doesn't really matter to save it. I'll buy the DLC again. It's only $10. I thought that, because see the little icon? So then, firing from vehicles, which is kind of cool. You're on this little helicopter, you know, flying around and shooting stuff. Yeah, you need to buy marksman for that. Endgame, I think I have this, because this is part of the... I want to say that icon is either Apex or Malden. VTOL. Fighter jets is blanked out because I don't have that DLC now. IDAP, I don't know what that is. Laws of War, I think that's another DLC. Both of these are other DLCs. Tanks is another DLC. But they have a little bit of everything in here, so it's really a cool game. Even though it's a little bit older, I think it's still relevant. A lot of people still play it. So I'm going to leave it at that for the moment. I just wanted to show you guys that. And that was a look at the other helicopter, the gunship mission that you can fly in Arma 3. I think eventually I'll get better at it. But I am learning still. I played this before, and again, like I said, I couldn't get the frames per second right, and that really made it hard. Now I think I have it down. So anyway, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, and until next time.